And love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone, you know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory, I tell you how it tastes.
Hello.
And welcome to the Quadruple podcast. Last time we talked about the Eastern Conference All-Stars that we think should be, and today we're going to talk about the Western Conference. So, just a quick note, the Western Conference is stronger than the Eastern Conference.
No crap.
Yeah, it's a known fact.
Yeah.
So, there will be a lot more players that missed the cut than in the Eastern Conference.
Definitely.
And just know that every single decision here was difficult. At least for me. I feel for probably you too.
I mean, the problem with the West is that there's so many up-and-coming players like De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield, and you want to put them in, but at the same time, you can't because there's so many strong players that deserve it.
And I think you want to start off this time with your players that missed the cut?
Well, my players that just missed the cut, Derrick Rose. I know, I'm a sap for a sob story. You know what I mean? Like, I almost put him in. The fact that Derrick Rose, youngest MVP ever, 22 years old, gets a 50-point game. Okay, but like my true just missed it are Clay, Booker, and I think I had. God, I can barely read my own handwriting. I think Clay and Booker are the main ones, though.
Okay, so for me, I had more guys that missed the cut, but Clay and Booker, Klay Thompson should not be an All-Star.
Oh, Doncic. That's who I forgot.
Doncic.
Yeah,
okay.
There you go, Doncic.
So that's I also have Doncic, Booker, and Thompson because Doncic, he's been playing really well, but he's actually he's not that good of a defender still, even though he's amazing. You know, he is amazing. But he's also a rookie. He's a rookie, and rookies usually don't make the All-Star team.
He's a rookie. You know.
Okay, but it's different than the Ben Simmons rookie situation.
Yeah, I know, but he's a EuroLeague. He's an 18-year-old.
And that's why he plays beyond his years.
He plays like a vet. It's like the guy with.
Next year he'll probably be an All-Star, but this year he's a rookie. Yeah. That's his. And Devin Booker plays for the Suns. That's the only reason.
And he's also injured. He's been injured for a couple weeks.
Klay Thompson, I don't have any comment. I really like Klay Thompson, and I understand maybe because he had 14, he set the record for NBA threes, but the All-Star game is based on how you've done in the last 50 games, not one game. So I think he just misses it because the Warriors can't get more than 2 All-Stars this year. Yeah, no team's getting more than 2.
The fact that but that doesn't mean we're taking away anything from that. The fact that he did that, and he did that with still a lot of time left. Did he do it in 3 quarters?
I think so. I can't remember, but like, in any case, Klay Thompson is a great player, and if he gets back to like his last year's level next year, then he'll be an All-Star. But this year, I just don't see it. The West has just gone so much better.
Yeah, exactly.
From 1 to 14, except for the Suns, every team has a legitimate chance to make the playoffs.
The poor Suns.
We're not going to talk about the Suns.
Okay.
So, Robert Sarver, you fucked up.
Yeah. Okay.
So, we're almost done.
God, you have a lot of players.
Yes, for the Clippers, Lou Williams / Danilo Gallinari. Ooh. I don't. Which one of them? Both of them will, I think, will miss the cut, but it could be only one. But when it mentions who missed the cut, I don't think both of them will be in there. I also have DeMar DeRozan / LaMarcus Aldridge. The Spurs, this is still a popularity contest, and the Spurs, they might be popular, but they might not be fun to watch for the casual fan.
But you say DeMar DeRozan / LaMarcus Aldridge. What do you mean by that?
Because one of them will be just missed it, and one of them will be in my one of them will be one of the wild cards.
I think that's a good way to segue into your 2 wild cards. My 2 wild cards are Tobias Harris and DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, so mine are Tobias Harris and LaMarcus Aldridge / DeMar DeRozan. Final thing, Steven Adams, CJ McCollum, and De'Aaron Fox / Buddy Hield for the rest of the people that missed it.
Like I mentioned.
Just because they need playoff, because Portland might need a second All-Star.
No, Portland doesn't. CJ's good, but he doesn't do.
I know, but I'm saying,
last year
I'm thinking how the majority of fans would think. Steven Adams is really popular, but the Thunder won't have 3 All-Stars.
Yeah.
So, wild cards, I think we essentially have the same players.
Yeah.
Tobias Harris has been extremely underrated this year.
Of course, definitely, 100%. And the fact that, like, he is, no, I wouldn't say caring, but he's a major factor.
He's been the leader.
Yes.
So, and the Clippers, people didn't think they'd make the playoffs.
Orlando, you screwed up. You gave away Tobias Harris. You gave away what's his face? Oh, Oladipo. for basically Terrence Ross because they gave him away for Serge Ibaka, and Serge Ibaka got traded for Terrence Ross.
So
like
you messed up.
Yeah, you've done
messed up, boys.
Okay, so but for the 3 forwards on the bench, I actually only have I have Paul George,
Yes.
Jokic,
Yes.
and Kat.
Okay, that's very, very similar to me. To my picks. I actually have Jokic, Kat. Really quick, Jokic is playing well enough to be a starter, and so is Kat, but it's still a popularity contest. And they both are popular.
Jokic isn't better than Davis, who...
He isn't, but I'm saying that he's still playing. He technically, in any other year, he'd probably be an all-star starter. But again...
I'm just going to come out and say, I think Jokic is like a top 5 best passing center of all time.
Oh, already.
Yeah.
And the fact of how long has he been playing in the NBA? 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
He's only 23, and he already has 2 of the highest passing seasons. Will Chamberlain averaged 8.6 assists, but I can see Jokic doing that.
But Will Chamberlain was a man amongst boys, and furthermore, Jokic has actually been improving faster. His 3-point percentage.
This year he's taking a dive.
This year he's taking a dive, but generally
he's still failing to be efficient. And the thing is, he's not really athletic. Again, his defense is
a little slow.
He's a little slow, and his defense is still kind of suspect. But that's the same thing with Kat. They're both young. They both their defensive stats are actually pretty good. But their advanced defensive stats aren't that good. So I think it's just gonna come with age. Again, I don't think any of them might ever be a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I mean their ceilings are both
still,
very high.
Yeah, and they're still so young, and they're already we're already considering to be all-stars. So these are potential MVPs one year. So
who's your final bench for?
Kevin Durant.
Oh my God! Look, as someone who is maybe the biggest LeBron James fan on the planet, I hate Kevin Durant as much as probably anyone else. But you cannot seriously put Kevin Durant as a bench player on the All-Star team. The guy's a scoring machine. The way he shoots the mid-range shot where he can just rise up, he's literally an unstoppable force. I hate him, but at the same time, you have to respect that. Who could you possibly have over him? Are you saying you have Paul George on the start?
Yes, I do.
You have Paul George ahead of Kevin Durant.
Have you watched the NBA this season?
I have watched it. Paul George is on my fantasy team, Lauren. You know that better than anyone.
Yeah, and you leave him on the bench each time, so that's your problem.
He was on my second. Okay, Orion's barely beating me. Me and him are top 2 in the league.
I'm undefeated, okay?
I know, but I've only lost once. Twice. Okay. To you, twice. But basically, point is, Paul George, I sometimes leave him on the bench, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he's amazing. He's had some playoff P's, had some pretty good games, but that does not mean that he deserves to be a starter over Kevin Durant. Taking a pause for a second to realize how right I am?
No, I'm taking a pause to realize how dumb you sound, because by me saying Kevin Durant is a forward on the bench,
it's a
Paul George is starting. Wait a second. As I said, each decision was made. Each decision was very difficult. So maybe the line between them is very thin. But this year, we are talking about
Kevin
this year.
Durant,
Their stats
Paul
are actually
George.
very similar. Kevin Durant.
Who cares if they're similar? It's a popularity contest. You were the person who said that.
But these are the all-star teams that I think should be in the order.
Oh, should be. You think Paul George is better than Kevin Durant? Are you going to come out and say that on this show?
You're not getting the point.
No, I am. I am getting the exact point.
The All-Star teams aren't the All-Star team this year is not the 2010s All-Star team. It's a 2018-19 All-Star team. You can quickly check Paul George's stats all you want and Kevin Durant's stats all you want, but again, stats don't matter. And you look at value. Paul George has been the best player on the Thunder this year. Has Kevin Durant been the best player on the Warriors this year? No.
Okay, yeah, because they have Steph Curry, who's a top 2
player. And they have Russell Westbrook, who's still averaging a triple-double.
Russell Westbrook is a stat pattern. You can't make it sound like,
but he's still averaging a triple-double.
Anyone can average.
Yesterday, 24 points, 24 assists, 13 rebounds, and he actually shot efficiently.
Because the game went into triple overtime.
He had 18 assists by then.
LeBron James
double overtime.
30 at that point.
Yeah, but LeBron James played on the Lakers, and he has Lonzo Ball as a secondary.
Okay, do not talk about Lonzo Ball. I went to a Lakers game against the Knicks, and it was my first ever Lakers game. Probably for a while, it would be my last. Lonzo, I want his ass gone so badly. Fucking trade his ass. LeVar, you stupid ass. Oh my God, 3 turnovers in crunch time, a 5-second violation, a blank turnover, right to Brandon. He basically
Whoa,
telegraphs it.
wait. Go to the All-Star voting right now. Go to the All-Star voting and see if Paul George has more votes than Kevin Durant, because I'm right. If you say that I say this is a popularity contest, who's leading that popularity contest right now?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's leading it currently. He will not lead it in the end game.
You realize there's only 2 weeks left until they actually select the All-Stars.
Okay, moving on. Our two guards. I'm guessing they're the same, Westbrook and Lillard.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a consensus. There's no problem with Paul George and everything. So
yeah.
let's hear it. Listen to Liv's All-Star voting information. Let's go check it out. And who's leading? Who could it be? Paul George before Kevin Durant.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I still picked him in fantasy. I'm an amazing drafter. Okay, anyway,
You just called yourself a hypocrite essentially, but
yeah, I know. But
in any case, again, a thin line.
Yeah.
It could be different, but Paul George has been every single bit as deserving of starting All-Star as Kevin Durant.
Okay.
I might put them together, but then there's LeBron. So
Okay, starters. I'm 99% sure we have the same, except for Paul George, who for some reason.
Okay.
You got Curry.
Steph Curry.
Obviously. You got Harden. Who's being Kobe out here, like freaking 15 games straight with 30 points. The dude is literally the reincarnation of Kobe Bryant, and furthermore, he's my second favorite player of all time, next to LeBron. Obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
The fact that he came from a place where he was never given like a green light whatsoever.
So Thunder.
Yeah, exactly. And essentially where he was the sixth man of the year, and he was entrusted with the bench. Now he's entrusted with the starters, and especially this year, he has improved so much in his way of like. Okay, but
I don't really see any improvement.
you don't see the improvement. Okay, but like if we're talking,
I don't see any improvement. I just see he's except
Paul's
for
gone.
Well, you saw his workouts. He's gone much stronger. He's had a higher green light, so that's why he's still decently efficient from 39%.
Yeah.
But his efficiency overall is a little down, and his turnovers are a little up. But that's just because
Yeah,
Paul is out, and his
Paul's
usage
out,
rate
yeah.
is insane. So I'm not taking anything away from James Harden. James Harden is amazing. There's like hands down the best offensive player so far. Like over the last 3 years, he's been the best offensive player.
in the league.
So yeah, so I think that's a consensus.
Yeah.
I have.
Okay, don't talk about Paul George. You know who?
I already talked about Paul George.
Yeah, we all have the captain, LeBron
No, I
James.
don't.
LeBron James is
I
not
don't
the
know
captain.
LeBron James.
Who is the captain?
James Harden is the captain.
Oh my God. No.
I don't have LeBron James in the All-Star team, you know.
I'm not even gonna take that seriously. You troll me every time. LeBron James. If LeBron James is not the captain, you can't put James. Okay.
LeBron James, James Harden.
Oh my God.
LeBron James Harden.
No, stop. Okay. LeBron James is the captain. Davis is the center. Durant the power forward. And I think that's all we need to say. And that's what it is going to be. And that's what it should
So
be.
let's sum it up quickly. So we essentially overall have pretty much the same teams, the
Except
same
you're
people that missed the
except you're
cut.
stupid.
Except Paul George and Kevin Durant switch.
Yeah.
And apparently I'm stupid because I think James Harden should be the Western Conference captain after a certain player by the name of LeBron may have missed 5+ games.
It's not his fault. The fucking court was slippery. That bitch ass cleaner should have just ripped.
Maybe the Rockets are doing better than the Lakers. I'm not sure. You could check the standings if you want.
God.
Maybe James Harden's at 40 points over the last 11 games.
God.
You know, it's just, I might be wrong. But it kind of just seems like maybe James Harden just, you know.
LeBron's PR is
captain.
unprecedented. Unprecedented.
You don't. Wait. So what's his PR?
This year it's only 26, but total.
Do you want to check James Harden PR?
Oh God.
I know how much you love to use player efficiency rating, and it's a good stat. But again, stats can't be
Damn,
used by
it's
themselves.
29. Shit.
A whole new world has dawned upon him. So you know,
I still don't believe he should be the
James
captain.
Harden kind of leads LeBron in every advanced stat, every
non-rebounds, barely an assist. His field goal percentage is lower. That's a fact. His 3-point percentage is, I think it's slightly higher, but the overall and his free throw but you have to think about the amount of, even though he's entrusted more, when LeBron is on the court, the Lakers have they're gonna win 50% more. That's just a fact.
I'm just gonna check it really quickly.
This just proved, LeBron being injured, the Lakers are 2-6 without LeBron. What does that mean? They're not a playoff team without LeBron.
Where are the Rockets without James Harden?
The Rockets don't play without James Harden because he doesn't get.
Because he doesn't get injured, exactly.
LeBron is the most durable player in NBA history, and that is a fact.
Yes, but
And
again,
he's the most athletic.
I
He's
can't
the way-
stress this enough that the All-Star team this year. It's been the last 40+ games. We're not talking about last year. Like if LeBron James, if MVP was decided by if it was really most valuable player to their team, LeBron James would win
10
MVP.
MVPs.
Okay,
He'd have 10.
calm down. LeBron James would win MVP each year, but
10 years. No.
But who's been more valuable this year so far? You had to look at team success. Stats can't be used by themselves. Team success, just.
Wait. First, let's talk about the MVP for one
What
second.
is LeBron James' go-to move? Does he have one unstoppable move this year?
You got that, the little step back three,
How often does he do it?
He only does it like
James
he does it
Harden
in crunch time.
leads the league in unassisted threes. LeBron James.
You want to talk about James Harden? The dude, I love him, but he travels. The refs are practically gift wrapping and points with all his free throws.
But you know how he gets away with it, other than the refs just not calling it? Because he's good. He's good at getting to the line. 11 free throws is a ton. I do think it's a lot.
A ton? No shit, it's a ton. It's like... God.
But it's not that easy to get 11 free throws, is it? Like, I can't see one flaw in his game, except for maybe
James Harden
turnover-prone.
can miss all his shots, and he's going to take 11 free throws every game, which means that
He's still contributing 11
he can
points.
still get over 10 points.
Exactly. Maybe turnovers are a little high, but
A little high?
Oh, you're gonna wait.
God. James Harden. Look at this. Turnovers this year. Oh my. The dude is averaging holy.
You want to check his usage rate?
5.7 turnovers a game.
You want to check
How can
turnover
that
percentage?
average account?
You want to check turnover percentage because that's a more accurate measure. Go down to advanced turnover percentage because that's how many times he actually turns it over. Not to mention James Harden defense. He's always been like.
You can't have 5.7 turnovers. The only person who even got close to an MVP and had 4.5 turnovers.
I don't know.
Allen Iverson.
Then good, but James Harden's averaging 2 steals a game.
And you're talking about captains, and how it's kind of like, and you talked about the MVP before, and how like, oh, it's like if LeBron was it, it'd be every year or whatever. Basically, the voters get bored of voting for the same person every year. Remember that time Michael Jordan won 3 in a row?
Yes.
And then they didn't give him to him the next year? Not because he wasn't deserving of it, but because the voters got tired of voting for the same people. Remember that time? What's his face?
I get
You know
the
what I
gist.
mean.
So you're saying that.
Voters
so
got
that's the
tired of
same
voting for the
reason.
same people.
So wouldn't that apply to the All-Star game too?
No. Because the All-Star Game is a true testament to a popularity contest, and there are more fans of one person in the world than there are of any other player, and that is LeBron James. LeBron James has 44.3 million followers on Instagram. Alone. That's just like his fan base there.
Okay. So I can get your point, but throwing James Harden under the bus just to make LeBron captain, I'm looking at this
Not throwing
year.
him under the bus. If there was an assistant captain, James Harden would be assistant captain, but there isn't. And LeBron James is the best leader and the best choice to choose the teams for the All-Star game. And if he gets another All-Star MVP,
But that's
you
not
know how
about
valuable that would
choosing.
be?
That's not about choosing. I understand that, like the new format, you choose the teams, but it's not like one player is better suited to choose.
Yes, it is. LeBron is a way better viewer of he's a way better representative of leadership in the NBA. He's way better. He's like, Chris Paul's the leader of the NBA PA, like the NBA Players
Yes.
Association. LeBron is like that kind of player. He can represent the players and he can.
And being a leader comes into MVP consideration.
Does it? Because James Harden's kind of quiet. Not on the court, but like overall.
Kawhi Leonard was quiet. He was third in MVP voting, and he could have been an All-Star captain before they did that.
Yeah, but Kawhi Leonard also went a whole year without playing because he was like a chicken. The dude, literally, you can't think that.
Think
Kawhi-
about players. I know the '60s may have been like an easier time.
Yes.
But most players,
Wilt
some of
Chamberlain,
them weren't that loud.
Bob Pettit,
They went out. Bill Russell.
George McCon. Oh no, was that 50s?
George McGinnis, you're saying? Or?
No, McCon.
In any case,
Yeah. Point of the
demeanor off the court matters, but when it comes to All-Star captain, it matters less. All-Star captain, it's not about what you do off the court.
There weren't
that
captains
factors
till
into
last
MVP.
year.
Exactly. So LeBron James was captain last year. It's time to hand it over to James Harden. Maybe
Nope.
next year will be different.
Never. Okay.
But anyways,
Yeah, we've been arguing
Yeah.
about this for like 10 minutes. Okay, so I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 3.
next week we're going to be releasing, or next time at least, there will be a new video. I think it's going to be about should Hall of Famers be All-Stars in their final seasons. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, a more
Yeah.
opinionated discussion. We're not really going to be
Yeah.
using stats and basketball reference all that much. So
yeah, I mean, like,
if
cause
that topic interests you, tune in next time.
I mean, All-Star season's coming up, and we all gotta be ready.
Oh, that explains why we always busy. We just headed wherever. God, I'm loving this weather. Shot City summers, my God, I'm loving this weather. If this is far as it go, then it hasn't been a pleasure. This can't be it, it's gotta get more better. And I'm ahead of my time, so I'm right on schedule. Right on schedule, yeah, I'm right on schedule, boy, I'm right on.